Hi, Happy Enders. It is another week, and we did it. It's Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys are doing something cool, like eating a bunch of bad shit and having fun and getting drunk, unless you don't drink, or you're not of the age to drink, then don't do that. That's bad. I'm not going to do the regular sponsors, because, I appreciate them, but I appreciate the ones that actually have been doing stuff, and I really want to give them more of a shout out. So, Care by Design and Absolute Extract, those guys are amazing, and this product is fantastic. The Care by Design is the CBD stuff. Get it? Care by Design CBD. It took me a while to figure that out, and now I feel like a genius. They have the lotion that I've been using on my patients and on myself, and it is fantastic. And then they have the CBD drops, which I've actually been using also to get rid of my anxiety. And this stuff is life-changing. I was very hesitant to try and use it for a while, and now I am so happy that I did. And then the Absolute Extract stuff is the more of the THC stuff that's actually going to have the psychoactive properties. I haven't used it, but that doesn't mean you guys haven't or shouldn't try it. Seriously, the guys, they're amazing, and I highly, highly recommend, if you're going to try any CBD or any THC product, Absolute Extract and Care by Design. Also, Thick and Tasty Pizza. They actually have sent us pizza. They've actually physically fed me, and so for that, they're awesome. I have a couple places around the world, or United States, not the world. They have one on La Cienega Boulevard in LA, though, so really check it out. This episode is Lara Beitz. Fuck, I knew I was gonna mess up her last name. This is super funny. This is one I almost want you guys to go watch on YouTube, because at one point she does have to get up to go pee and then just flops back on the table, and it is fucking hilarious. I didn't know if I should edit out all the laughter while she was peeing, because you guys can't see it, but I kept it in there just so you guys could know exactly what was happening. So I really hope you enjoy this episode. Please like, click, subscribe, comment, send me messages, email me at joyshappyendings@gmail.com. I really love hearing from you guys. Anybody who wants to sponsor, please get in touch with me. I'll read your sponsorship. It's way better than what I've been doing, I promise. But enjoy.
Is it possible to get... No, that's not possible. It's like, it would be amazing if you could get a picture of me on this table with, like, the view in the background. It would be fucking bananas. LA life.
See. Oh my. It'll be a weird one.
It doesn't even have to be my face.
There we go. Hold on. Oh, that's video. No, Joy. No. Stop. That's not what I want. God, I feel like my mom right now. Where she's like, it's not working. What is wrong? It's her birthday today.
Is it?
It is. It's my mommy's birthday today.
Aww.
She called me and she was like, or I called her, and she goes, are you going to say anything about me on your podcast? Woo!
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, I can, but it'll be out in a couple weeks. And she's like, oh, never mind then. I was like, I'll mention you, mother. I should do that on the Instagram story.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
That's cute.
So how are you?
Oh my god, you're so bad.
I'm sorry you had to climb up a mountain.
No, I didn't. I just, I messed up. And then it was, like, very clear that it did not want me to drive down into the thing. And so it didn't. Oh my god, it feels so good.
Get undressed, get under the sheets. Ooh, you're in for a treat. No, I promise this is not a dream. It's just a happy ending with Joy Eileen.
So what's... I just, like, try to talk normal?
Or not.
Okay.
You know I'm going to ask you about the tattoo.
Oh, my tattoo. I got that when I was 19, and it's after the name of a CD that my friend made me, and he died.
Okay.
But I, like, regret it, because I, like... I didn't know I was, like, never going to get any other tattoos. So I, like, just have a tattoo of, like, a friend I was friends with for 8 months when I was 18. And I've lost a parent since then, but I don't have a tattoo of that. I've had people leave my life, and nope, just this dude I was friends with for 8 months when I was 18.
But at least it's there. I'm sure you forget about it most of the time, right?
Oh, it's there, all right. That I will say for it. Yeah, it's there. For sure. Yeah, I pretty much just have to explain it when I start dating someone new. And I'm like, oh, you can come back around to the front. We don't have to do this.
I thought you were going to say, you can come on it if you want.
Yeah, cover it up.
In fact, that's your target for tonight.
No.
You're a comedian. You can't be grossed out about cum.
No, I'm not grossed out about cum. I'm just very aware of the fact that my mom listens to everything that I do.
Hi, Mom.
So I hear it through her ears.
No.
I'm like, sorry.
All right, then we won't come on your back anymore. It's just lotion, Mom. That's all it is.
Sorry, Mom.
Did you think you were going to get other tattoos?
I don't think I've ever done a podcast where I have not apologized to my mother.
That's amazing.
Seriously. I don't know. I didn't really think, I don't know. I guess I didn't really. It's funny because I still would like to get other tattoos. I have ideas for stuff I would want. Except I had an idea for a tattoo. I wanted to get a cactus tattoo, but then I saw a girl with the tattoo that I wanted, and I was like, oh, well, I don't want to do it if it's going to be a thing. You know what I mean?
Right. But you seem so wholesome. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to see a tattoo.
I just had a huge swastika covering my whole back.
It's just, I was like, oh, she has an expiration date, and you've got another 2 days to go, and then you're done.
No, I don't.
If it, your death date was on your back and you couldn't figure out what
You're
just trying to get the mirrors to work.
What? I don't have a tattoo.
That's a mole, Joy.
And then begins the movie.
All right. So how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. This feels amazing.
Good.
I was like, I should be talking, and then I was like, nah, they can ask me shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll ask you shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Nobody ever asks me.
Really?
No. They're massage me, bitch. You are no one.
Oh my god, this feels so good. Well, yeah, I told you, I'm going through a breakup, and so, in between my shoulders, it's just, I keep everything, you know? I've been trying to, cry more this one, though, because I always feel silly when I cry, and so I try to, shut it down right away, but I know that it's, a healthy thing to do, so now I try to shutting it down, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know, the last time I cried, a couple days ago, I was watching Crazy Rich Asians or Rich Asian Crazy, I don't know, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And I was crying, and my 8-year-old walked in and saw me and goes, are you crying because you're watching a movie? And I go, yeah. And he goes, you're a loser. And I was like, okay, that's my kid.
That's hilarious.
I made him.
And he called you a loser.
And it's so something I would do. Are you crying? What's wrong with you, loser? So, yeah, I was like, yeah, that was mine.
Oh my god, my mom used to get so mad at me because I would always do that during movies. I'd be like, are you crying? And she's like, shut up. So what if I am? Leave me alone. She would get really mad. I was like, I just want to know if you're crying.
Why are you crying?
I feel like I want to know.
I feel like I have the right.
But now I totally get it because, I'll watch movies sometimes, and someone will be like, are you crying? And I'm like, shut up.
It's just when you fall and people ask you, are you okay? You're like, you're not worried about my safety. You just want to validate that or verify that you saw me fall. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Are you okay? That would look like it hurt. Okay, yeah, I get it. You saw it.
Oh, no, I ate shit one time up in the belly room and, punched a guy while I was falling. That was my favorite moment.
Oh my god, you were there?
Oh yeah, that's when I was like, she's my friend. I choose you, Emily.
Were you trying to punch him, or is that just how you felt?
I just fell and I was trying to catch myself, but I'm so Canadian. I was apologizing before I even hit him.
But you have to know, she hit him in the back of the head so hard.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, I forgot about it. So hard. He had no idea what happened. And then there was
hear it. It was just, and then I fell on top of him. And but I was just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God,
I'm sorry. And Joy was like, nope, nothing happened. I didn't see anything.
well, that bitch went down.
And then she was like, are you hurt? And I went, no, yeah, I am, but we're not going to talk about it. I hurt my leg really bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And there was a drunk old lady who had no idea. And so she turned around and she said, why are you on the floor? Oh my God. And then I peed myself. Like it was just gone.
Yeah.
But you hit him twice. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because you were falling and
I hit him
she
with my hand
slugged him.
and then my elbow.
she slugged him so hard she pulled her arm in, like, oh, I'm sorry. And then so she elbowed him.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. That was a great day.
Oh, the belly room.
Oh, shit. I forgot all about that.
Not the first time I was eating shit in the belly room. It's the first time it wasn't on stage.
Alright, I fell in the parking lot at the Comedy Store right in front of Derek and these really pretty blondes.
Oh no.
And they were like, oh my God, are you okay? And I was like, please die. Or go eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Please, I want to do it in front of pretty people and cool people.
And then Derek, he was all, you were there? And then you were gone. I was like, yeah, I fell.
I fell, like, on the ice when I lived in Wisconsin still, and it was, like, so slow. And my friend was in the car, and I was outside of the car, and he was like, you just, like, went down so slow. It was like you were on an elevator. Like, you fell so slowly, but I just couldn't. I couldn't not.
So, was it Tuesday? Jessie Mae Peluso got off stage and she goes, Joy. And I go, what? And she's, oh, I just fell off stage into a man. She fell off stage and she's all, but he was the softest man ever. Because he was just a big old chunky monkey. And she fell in him, and then she was like, here, I'll show you. So we walked out, and we were pointing at him, and she was like, he was so nice.
Dude, that's my type. I'm all about that. The guys you could fall into, and they'll absorb it. Fuck yeah, dude.
When I found out John could fix things, I'm like, oh, I'm marrying you. Hey, I'm accidentally pregnant. Oops, ha. You're mine now.
That's awesome.
By the way, I broke the wash machine, so, get up that.
Yeah, another person to deal with.
Have you ever done anything completely embarrassing on stage, like fallen or tripped or jumped into the arms of a squishy man?
Let me think. I thought I was going to throw up on stage, but I never have. No. Weirdly, no. I mean, no, I haven't. I mean, I've told jokes that are embarrassing, you know? Like, there's stuff that I especially, like, used to say that I would be mortified if anyone found the footage. But, no, I guess not.
Stage is your cool place?
I guess. I don't know. I black out when I'm on stage a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like all the adrenaline stuff. And afterwards, I'll, you know, I like won't remember what I said. Like, I remember the feeling. I remember how it went, but I don't know what I said.
Now, do you do just material, or do you ever, like, try and crowd work?
I do crowd work for sure if I have, like, a longer set. Like, if I have time, you know. If I'm doing like 5 minutes, I'm not going to do crowd work because I want to like get to do a couple jokes, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I love doing crowd work, but I have to. I mean, it has to be like a 30-minute set or more where I have nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
Right.
No.
And that just like doesn't come around a lot.
Oh, I have no idea what a 30-minute set even is.
Really?
Yeah. I miss it. I know. I used to. It's funny, like, when I first started, I used to get these really long sets, and now I'm all, 3 minutes? Whoa! Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, sets are shorter for the most part. I've gone, like, outside of the city for most of the stuff that I've done that's been longer.
Right. Have you ever broke anything?
Like, a bone on my body? Or, like, an item? Oh, no, I've never broken anything.
No?
No. My mom broke her arm. My mom's arm is broken.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
what did she do there?
She fell.
Ice?
No. I don't know why I laughed at that. That was so rude.
Actually, wait, yeah, there was some ice.
There wasn't a symbol.
It was in the
I thought you meant,
margarita.
I thought you meant, like, did she ice it? I was like,
Oh.
yeah, like, but maybe, I don't know.
Before the cast.
Is she still in Wisconsin?
Yes.
Do you ever go visit?
Yep. Yeah, I hope I can go this summer, but I usually go for the holidays. I mean, I always go for the holidays.
So what made you decide to pack up and move here?
It's fucking freezing there, and it's not here. And I love it here. I mean, there's, like, mountains and, like, beaches and palm trees and stand-up. I mean, this is, like, my dream place.
Right. No, I agree. Now, speaking of dream places, I want to do the other part first because last time I screwed up Ron, I took his dirty girls away from him. So if you were in a room, like a Matrix room, that you just walk in and you can completely transform it, what would be the most unrelaxing, annoying, pet peevish thing that you would walk into?
Like a pop punk band and, like, a huge crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mosh pit.
A crowd full of, like, children repeating themselves.
Fair enough.
My mom says that well, that kind of kid.
Or no, crowd full of, like, Valley girls, maybe?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's bad, right?
That's a bad
That was
one.
a thing until I moved out here.
Oh, it's a thing.
How many times did that girl? Oh, we were at potluck on Monday, and I counted, and she was what, number 4 or 5?
What is this? I was like, am I holding a
Oh,
penis
it's for
right now?
lotion. I'm sorry. Yes, now you're working.
There has to be a happy
What's
ending.
in my hand? I just was like, I don't think I have a part of my body that feels like what of hers is in my hand right now.
Well, that comes later.
Very weird podcast. Like, it's totally worth it, but still very weird.
Well, we gotta make it a little bit awkward.
Yeah, like, is this my Me
Fine.
Too story?
Fine. I'd be like, is this a dick? Like, that's fine. I don't
Sorry,
even
Mom.
care. Sorry, Mom.
No, there was a girl, we met her outside, and we both looked at each other and went, want to watch someone eat a bag of dicks on stage?
No, I was talking about the one who said like 32 times in her.
Oh, I have
Oh,
a
in her
story
set?
about her.
Yes.
That feels so good, by the way. You're changing the quality of my life so much.
But yeah, she got on stage, and I was sitting there, and she kept going, and I'm like, I'm going to do it. So about 30, 45 seconds into her 3-minute set, I started counting, and it was 32.
Oh my god.
And that doesn't count the ones I missed.
That made her start counting.
Yeah.
Do you think it was
excessive.
just nerves, or do you think she was
No.
new, or how did she?
Both, I think.
I have a story about this.
Oh.
So I was in the booth, and Eleanor Kerrigan came over and was like, "Hey, I called this girl in because I just wanted to fuck her." So I did a favor and I got her on. What was she like? I've never seen her before, but I don't know what it would have been like. And so she was asking me and Adam was like, "Do you remember the list?" I'm like, "It's in the office." He came running back and he was like, "Oh yeah, it was awful. It was garbage. She should never do that again."
Oh.
And I was like, "Which one?" And he went, "Oh my god." And I was like, "I know exactly who you mean."
Oh.
Oh, it was awful.
So it was probably your first time. Dice was like, hey, you look funny.
No, she's apparently done it before.
Alright, poor baby.
I know.
Alright, so we just erased all the Valley Girls, and now you're back in your Matrix room. What is the most relaxing room? Like, what's in your, like, is it a beach? Is it mountains? Is it the parking structure that you couldn't get into?
Oh, I do love the mountains. I really love Joshua Tree. My most relaxing room would be like a garden with jasmine and lavender and light, happy jazz. Like,
Okay.
like light jazz and like a stream, some grass. Yeah, that'd be my thing.
It's a good one. I like that one.
Thanks.
Did you have a place that you like to go to when you were a little kid that you think about sometimes to calm yourself?
My first thought was like Abby Klein's house, but
I love Abby Klein.
I used to daydream about like being on like a fantastical hot air balloon ride, where then I would like go into the ocean and like swim with the fish and stuff, and then like I could fly. Yeah, that was it.
That's cool. Yeah, I was a daydreamer too. And my teachers used to think it was so funny because you know how they'd go like, Earth to Laura, you know, da-da-da, Earth to Emily. It was always joy to the world. You're so clever.
It's funny.
So fun.
Yay, you're making fun of my name.
I liked this place. I grew up by the ocean, and it was on Black Rock Beach, but they had woods right by it. So I liked sitting in the woods looking at the trees, but you could hear the ocean in the background. It was my favorite place to like go and daydream and think about stuff.
I'm not an ocean person.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a beach person, I find. Like, I'll go, and I like being in the water. I like bouncing up and down with the waves and stuff. But I'm not a huge sand person.
I don't like the water.
Lakes are things like that.
Jaws and the Titanic both reside in the ocean. No, thank you.
That's true. Sharks are a thing, and I do get scared when I think about them.
I am terrified of sharks. I have decided that sharks are demons because their eyes are black, and they spawn from the middle of the ocean from hell.
I have a pebble in my hand. So just be careful of that palm.
Okay. From the beach?
No. From 2008, I rode a bike down some steps, and it didn't go well, and I didn't go to the hospital. And I've been paying for it ever since.
It's just still in there.
Yeah, it's still in there. You want to touch it?
You
You can probably,
Is it right here?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You can see it.
Yeah.
So you're
was
like...
this back home?
Yeah, this was in Milwaukee.
And you just, wow.
I've tried so many times to, get insurance to, let me have surgery on it. You, wouldn't believe it. This last insurance company, their thing was they would only approve one hand surgeon, and the hand surgeon would only do surgery at one hospital, and my insurance would only approve surgery at one hospital, and the hospital that they would approve surgery at was not the hospital where the hand surgeon would do surgery. So I was I just chased my tail with them for months, and then finally I switched providers. Now I have a new provider, but I'm going to be switching providers again because I got a different job situation. So that's why I have my pebble.
So your hand is basically ribbed for his pleasure.
I guess.
You just put extra pebbles in it, and the guy's like, man, it's like nothing I've ever felt before.
No, I don't give hand jobs. I'm not in fucking 8th grade.
Fine. Aren't you better than me? Okay.
I guess if you're giving hand jobs, I am. Is that a knock at the door?
No.
Okay.
It's one of the...
It's I'm naked.
And it's time to give a hand job. You said it felt good, so now it's time to give back.
Weird podcast.
It's a weird podcast. So yeah, some of the things that come up, I'm like, yeah, we'll go there.
This was the most interesting podcast to ever book when we first started doing it, because nobody had heard of it yet, and nobody really knew us. Well, they knew Joy, but they didn't know me, and so I was just walking up and like, hey, you want somebody to rub you naked while I stand in a corner? And the guys were like, what, is this, am I getting set up for me too?
That's how you build it? Right?
Yeah.
That was your pitch?
That was my producer right there.
Yeah.
Like, you
No,
look
it was
good.
usually way better, but for Tony Hinchcliffe, I think he was one of the first people I ever asked, because she wouldn't go over and ask him. Yeah, and that's how it started. She didn't want to ask
Why
Tony.
not? Is he nice?
He's very nice, especially
and
to
he
me.
loves her.
His mom's name is Joy, so we have that bond. I don't know, and John and I, before I really started comedy, we would just go watch Kill Tony, it was our Monday date night.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there when they were in the belly room, and it was free.
Would you sign up?
Yeah.
God, that's so nerve-wracking. I only ever signed up a couple times, and then I hated it. I hated the feeling, because I just was so scared I was going to get called up.
Well, I had no idea, how. Nobody tells you, and, I live 35, 38 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd get here and I'd be like, I want to do comedy, but I have no idea what to do. So when somebody's like, oh, you put your name in a bucket and you can get called up, I'm like, oh, is that how you start? Okay, yeah, that sounds good. And the first time I got pulled.
No.
No, I know. First time I got pulled, it was Frank Castillo right after he won Roast Battle and Mike Lawrence.
Wait. Pulled for what?
The Kill Tony.
Oh, fuck. No, that was your first set ever?
No.
Oh, my
but it
God.
was the first time I got pulled there.
Oh, God, okay.
And I bombed.
Well, how long have you been doing stand-up?
I was like, see, it's weird though, because I was probably like a year in,
Yeah.
but I wasn't, because I didn't get to do it as much as other people. Like, I was doing it like once, maybe every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So
you had only done it a handful of times.
yeah,
Oh, my God.
and
What a nightmare.
it
Oh, my
was
God.
awful. And then Pat Reagan started making fun of me. And then I snapped back at him, and the audience laughed. And I was like, why did you guys do that a minute ago? And then Tony's like, I'm going to let you leave on a laugh. And I'm like, I'm going to go kill myself now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Frank and Mike were like, oh, we're going to destroy you. And they did.
See, I don't know why you would want that experience. I was like, I'm unavailable for it. I watched the show like twice, and then I was like, I'm not available to have this experience.
But I've been up 5 times now.
Even if they like you, even if they tell you that you're doing a good job, they'll still, like, you know,
Shit on you?
they'll shit on, like, your clothes or something. I'm like, that'll play back in my head for the rest of my career. Like, I won't stop hearing that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. They haven't been. The other times they weren't mean. Like Theo Vaughn was with one of them,
I love him.
and Theo Vaughn didn't remember my set, but he remembered my husband. He's like, "Oh, you're the chick who brings her husband everywhere." I'm like, "That's not what I want to be known for." Okay, yeah, that's John. And he's like, "Dude, your husband's cool." I'm like,
Did you have your husband with you when I saw you?
no, he normally doesn't go in the green room.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, I don't think that you had a husband there.
No, I think I ditched him that way. Oh no, he's probably out to sea. He's been going out to sea a lot.
He's been going out to sea a lot? Don't say that like it's a normal thing to say.
I like
He's
it.
out to sea. Explain what you just said to me. You can't just say that.
I'm sorry.
You can't just say that. Like, that's something that I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, he's out to sea. Oh, okay. What are you fucking talking about?
He works
He's
for
out
the
to sea, she says. Like, it's nothing.
It isn't. Like, it's been my life for 15 years, so to me it's...
Not my life.
He works for the Navy.
Oh, okay.
He is civilian, but he works for a retired test ship.
Oh.
And it's a test platform for, like, new weapons and radars and stuff, and then they take it out to sea.
He works for a retired ship?
Yeah, he works on a retired battleship.
Is it haunted?
He says some crazy shit has happened.
What has happened?
Let's see, what has happened? He told me some crazy things, and now I can't remember. Normally when he starts talking, I kind of shut him off, but, just kidding. Just kidding, John. I know you listen to every episode, and I love you. No. Trying to think. I don't know, but he said some stuff's happened.
All right, well.
Yeah, I know that was very
If
anticlimactic.
it's a ghost story, you didn't retell it in a very exciting way.
I did not.
I'd maybe punch it up a little bit before the next.
Do you have any
Before
ghost
I
stories?
take that out again. No, I don't.
Well,
I don't have to have a ghost story.
I want you to have a ghost story.
Not even.
My husband doesn't work on a retired ghost ship. No, I don't have any ghost stories about the store. I only recently found out that there were ghost stories about the store.
What about ghost stories, like at Abby Klein's house?
No, she didn't have any ghosts there. We huffed deodorant. She didn't have any ghosts there.
Like the spray deodorant?
Well, yeah, you can't huff a stick.
Sorry, that's what I imagined. I forgot there was
No, of course the spray deodorant. Yeah, the aerosol huffable deodorant.
See, these are the girls who don't do who've never done anything, so we're like, oh.
Oh,
Also, I didn't know spray deodorant existed until I moved here, and I was like, what are we doing? Why are we?
It exists, and she claimed it got her high. It did not get me high. I just lost respect for myself. I was like, well, I've done another thing. Well, guess I huffed now.
Is there anything besides huffing?
The lowest level of high you can possibly get. Oh, okay, I huffed deodorant. And it didn't even do anything.
Do you think she just convinced herself? Like she's one of those people where you
No,
give them a
I'm
placebo?
sure she was just huffing hard as hell.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
was like, does this do anything? And she was like, I need this to do something.
This is my life. I have to have it do something.
Yeah, she like knew all about it. She
What
was
about
like, here.
whippets?
I never did whippets, but I was in a room with my friends when they did whippets, and I was like, oh, this is not good for you.
No.
And they just acted. I mean, it was just like, it was kind of scary, you know?
Yeah.
How does one do whippets?
You, so there's like, you get like a nitrous tank, and then there's like these little bullety things, and then they just like suck out the nitrous and turn stupid.
Or
See,
you can
I
do
just
it
thought
with
people were eating a lot of
Whipped cream.
whipped cream. Like really quickly or something, and I was like, that doesn't seem like it would make you high. I don't understand, and just didn't ever ask anybody. I don't know.
No, that wouldn't make you high.
No, I wouldn't. I was like, I'm chubby. I eat whipped cream. I don't understand.
I get a sugar high.
Yeah, I was like, I think everyone's confused or lying.
Like, you guys all secretly eat more whipped cream than me behind my back?
Yeah, all of it. Did you know there is whipped cream secretly stored at the Comedy Store? And I guess one of the paid regulars, he gets his coffee with whipped cream in it. And so they only have it for him. I don't know who it is. I don't know why my lotion's attacking you. And I saw Carrie make it once. And I'm all, whoa, what's that? And she's all, shh, you didn't see it. And I'm all, I did. I saw that. And
I heard whipped cream from across the room. What are you talking about?
I would enjoy some of that.
Hey, I have a question. So
Yes.
I have these knots, like, in my collarbones, and they go down to, like, my, like, knees. Is that a thing that other people have?
Like boobs?
No! Like, in here.
Uh-huh.
Like, in there.
Uh-huh.
What is that?
Just probably, do you have TMJ?
What's that?
Lockjaw, like, does your jaw hurt? Do you clench your jaws a lot? Do you grind your teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, it could be your sternocleidomastoid muscle. It goes
out west.
Yeah, that was what I was going to guess.
Yeah, so it's that muscle.
Yeah, I figured it was probably that.
Yeah. But if you clench it, it goes down. I'll show you. I'm making weird faces behind your back.
I'm talking about, like, in my collarbone.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll work on it.
That's
I'll
crazy.
flip you over. Now, have you ever had any, like, disastrous vacations?
Yeah, dude. I've had some horrible vacations. I'm like, where do I begin? No, where do I begin? I guess I'll tell you just like, well, I went on a road trip to come out to LA when I was in college with these two guys who were friends of mine. And we had never spent that much time before together. And, so we, like, were driving, the car broke down and, like, died, like, forever, like, in Arizona on our way there.
Oh, you're so cool.
And, yeah, we were, like, 4 hours away. And my friend's friend who we were staying with came and picked us up. So then my friend made it his mission to, like, buy a new car. But he had no, like, street smarts whatsoever. So he was like, we were staying like at a place, they were staying at like a place in Inglewood where there was like very clearly porn being shot like behind it. And I was like, I'm not staying there. And I stayed with his friend. And then he kept trying to like buy a car for cash, like just like flagging down people in like parking lots in Inglewood and being like, how much for your car? I want to buy it. And so these guys like obviously ripped him off, you know, and we were trying to tell him like the whole time, like, dude, you're gonna just get robbed, you moron. And he got robbed. And then eventually he was like really committed to like buying a car, and eventually I just was like, I'm buying a bus ticket back to Wisconsin. This is ridiculous. Let me know if you would like also a bus ticket back to Wisconsin. And he like flipped out. He was like, well, who's going to help me drive the car back? And I was like, I'm buying a ticket back to Wisconsin. Let me know if you would also like a Greyhound ticket back to Wisconsin, where I will be going on a Greyhound.
Now.
For sure, tomorrow. And he just like went back and forth. And I just was like, and finally he was like, fine. And so we rode a Greyhound for 4 days back to Wisconsin. We spent New Year's on a Greyhound. We split an apple between the 4 of us to celebrate because there was like no fruit. Like we didn't have access to like real food for like 4 days, you know? They'll just like stop at like gas stations or like fast food restaurants, and that will make you feel like shit after 4 days.
Right.
Every time you get hungry, eating junk food for 4 days. Yeah, so that was like probably, I mean, that was a bad one. That was a bad one.
But that shaped you.
We had to like hitchhike.
Oh, God.
To get to, just like to call for help. I don't even remember why we had to hitchhike, but I definitely recall hitchhiking 80 miles in the desert at night.
Cassandra Cass is home.
Oh, there's a, hi.
Hey, girl.
I'm naked in your apartment. Nice to meet you.
Naked in your apartment.
I can't
Nice
see you.
I'm turning that into a sticker.
That's amazing. So where were you hitchhiking?
We were hitchhiking, I don't know. I mean, it was in Arizona, but I don't know why. Oh, yeah, we went to get oil to see if it would help if we put more oil in, because there wasn't any in the car.
Oh,
He had a leak in his oil bin, and just was like, yeah, so let's drive this car from 1989 to Los Angeles from Milwaukee with a leak in the oil bin. And we did, and it didn't make it. Of course.
It got close.
It did make it close.
It should get like some
It's
like an
participation medal.
honorable mention. Like
I don't know what he expected to happen. I also would have liked some duct tape and done what I needed to do, but
I agree.
I also wouldn't have taken my car in that situation because I'm not a total moron.
Look at you with your little feet, girl.
So John, he was he out to sea. He was dry docked for 8 months in Portland, Oregon on the ship that he was on. And so I was alone with 3 kids. And my husband was in a different state. So I fixed everything with duct tape. But I would buy different colors. And he came home and he's all, Joy, what the fuck? And I'm all, you were gone. So you're welcome. The house is still standing and your kids are alive.
Hey, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Has anyone had to pee when they've done this podcast before?
I don't think so. Do you have to pee?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to stop it?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't if I didn't like have to so bad. And it's like really clouding my every thought and experience right now.
Yeah, you didn't want to just wrap the sheet around you?
I mean,
We'll
I would
stop.
love to just wrap the sheet around me.
Yeah. We'll stop the recording.
Yeah.
Here, maybe you want to do it.
Like, now what? Do I just, like, log roll up and do the worm? What are we doing here?
Let go. I got you. I'm going to do it sideways.
No.
Okay.
I hope you're comfortable with all seeing
Oh
full
my God.
frontal
Okay.
naked.
Oh, in this
Because I'm
place.
absolutely about to accidentally be naked in front of all of you.
There you go.
Don't worry, Sandra.
There you go.
Take it off.
You did it.
Am I wearing it? Is this all the same thing? No dignity to this.
So this might be my favorite one.
I know. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Oh, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Oh.
Oh my god. My face hurts. You and your food.
I love food. Did you eat it? You guys eat it? We have more chicken.
Corn was really good.
Isn't that good?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna eat the corn.
And how can you go wrong with shake and bake chicken?
I know. Pause it.
Sorry?
So should I pause it?
leaving all that in.
Oh, what happened to Twitch? Did it log out?
No. I'm trying a different streamer.
No. Stream. How was your?
Really good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at the point that I don't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
And that's not a bad thing. It's just
not.
like, this is me. This is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, like, we even had one point where she's like, oh, can you say your age? I said, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I won't. If you guys want me, you want me.
Mm-hmm.
If you think I look 50, great. If you think I look 30, great.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no, I said, yeah, there's ageism, there's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am.
Uh-huh.
You know? I mean, you know, like,
how I have
you know what I'm
friends
saying.
who
It could be a
on
long
it
conversation.
when I had control
No, they were
over
cool.
it this time. How do I have so many sheets?
I fixed it.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna find your body. I don't know what to do right now. You. Okay. We're doing this. Where are you going? Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know what to do either.
You have all of the sheets. Like, I'm so happy. Okay, I got you. Okay, we're gonna throw this one.
Just tell me which part you want me to raise.
I can't speak right now. Okay, we're almost
This
there.
is almost sexual.
It's definitely as humiliating as sex.
Oh,
Okay.
no, this is perfect. Look,
Perfect.
it's like you never got up.
Just like I
Ta-da.
planned.
And I think I was on your left leg, so we'll just go
Again,
back.
I wouldn't have asked if it wasn't absolutely mandatory.
You're fine. I had a pregnant lady once. She was like, Joy, I have to pee. I was like, okay. And she just got up naked with her little pregnant belly and just ran down the hallway in the chiropractor's office.
Was
It
she
just,
tiny?
yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, good for her. Just scuttled off glowing.
I'm just picturing a pregnant lady doing like the crab walk.
My face hurts.
I don't even know.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
It's perfect.
It's the right thing to do.
It is. You spoke up for yourself. You did the right thing. You saw danger and you
Made sure your needs were met.
I feel like I threw myself back onto the table, much like a comforter on a bed, you know, where you really think it's like gonna go really far, and then it all just lands like right under where you threw it. It like doesn't go out at all. I just did that with my body.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish we were recording it. It made me sad that we stopped recording. 'Cause it was fantastic. It highlighted my day.
Had every intention of making it.
I did. I wasn't even close.
The determination in your face.
Oh.
You're like, I'm
Well,
doing
you knew
it.
I had one shot. I was like, wherever I land, like that's where I am.
Right,
gonna be.
Eminem.
Oh my gosh. It was like you were Steve Lebeckin. You're like, I'm gonna hit it. And then you like, didn't hit it.
She hit it better than Lebeckin did.
I know, because it was funny. It wasn't tragic. Oh my god.
Damn, you were brutal.
Was it?
Shut up. I'm just kidding. It's
Oh,
okay. It's okay. Stop it.
I don't mean to be mean. Sorry.
Just brought up suicide. Let's.
I don't understand anything that's being said, so I'm totally fine.
So, okay, the Comedy Store, when it went on strike in the 70s, there was this kid, Stephen Lebeckin. He came with Richard Lewis, right?
Uh-huh.
And so he was on strike, and he was outside picketing, and Mitzi saw him, and he had a spot at the La Jolla store, and she was like, fuck that. So she called the La Jolla store and told him, hey, he's not on.
Oh, wow.
So he drove down to San Diego, and they were like, oh, no, Mitzi told you can't have a spot.
Wait. There was a Comedy Store strike?
Yeah, in the
Who was
70s.
on strike?
All the comedians.
All of the comedians.
They were on strike?
Except for Argus.
Well, don't they just know that they can just be replaced, right? Or, I mean,
They
I don't know.
organized.
Yeah, they organized.
And they basically put, like, cock-blocked all of the clubs in LA, but specifically Mitzi.
Yeah, they
Oh.
made it. They made Mitzi the bad guy, which yeah. But so Stephen Lebeckin came back and wrote a suicide note that said, "Hi, my name is Stephen Lebeckin. I used to work at the Comedy Store," and then threw himself off of the hotel
The
right
Ondas.
next. Yeah, the Ondas right next to the Comedy
Oh
Store.
my god.
And he
no.
tried really hard to land on top of the Comedy Store.
Oh, I thought he wanted in the parking lot.
He wanted to land on the roof. He did not make it.
He didn't even make it into the parking lot. So yeah, Argus actually crossed the picket line. Mitzi was going to settle with them, and they finally came up with something that was going to work for all of them.
and she looked outside and saw David Letterman was picketing, and he was her baby. She was like bringing him up, and that's when she was like, fuck it, and then it lasted another 2 weeks.
Whoa.
And then somebody snuck into, there's a bunch of different stories, but somebody snuck into Mitzi's office and either put a picture of Stephen LeBeckin. Sorry, this one's ticklish, huh?
Well, yeah, if you drag your nails across it like that, the bottom of my foot, you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm a human being. I have reflexes. Of course I'm going to react to that.
Okay. Somebody put either a picture of him or something of him on Mitzi's chair with like a knife in it or something.
What?
Yeah. And they said it was her fault that he killed himself.
But what was the picketing about?
They wanted to get paid.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Right, but it's also
Because the only comedians that were getting paid at the time were people she considered headliners before they opened.
Okay.
But so Richard Pryor would get paid and stuff like that, but Leno wouldn't get paid, Argus wouldn't get paid, Letterman wouldn't get paid.
But I see it from both sides, because as a comedian I want to get paid one of these days for speaking on stage. But also coming from Mitzi's standpoint, she co-signed for almost all of their cars. She got them almost all of their jobs. They lived in her houses. She had houses all over LA. And,
well, yeah, those people I would be bitter.
but she was also like, listen, this is college. Like, you're learning here. You're learning from me. So I get it from both sides. Like, she wasn't obviously the most perfect person.
Were there names on the wall when they weren't getting paid?
Some of them were non-paid regulars.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. It was a crazy time. I wasn't alive, but the book's really good. And that's what the book, is I'm Dying Up Here. They tried to make it that show, that sitcom, but it was completely different from the book. So what kind of weird history do you know about?
What's the history of comedy in Wisconsin?
Damn, you guys are making me work. I'm like so relaxed, and then you're asking me like the hardest questions I've ever been asked.
Okay, best vacation.
Now that we've heard about a bad one.
Yeah.
I went to Wisconsin Dells with I've been to Wisconsin Dells with 2 boyfriends, and it's my favorite vacation. It's my favorite thing to do. They have Noah's Ark, America's largest water park, home of America's longest water coaster. They have a water coaster there that does a loop. I really like roller coasters. And
Wait,
I really
a
like
water coaster that does a loop?
Yeah, it does a loop. It's a tube. It does a loop.
That's fucking cool.
It's fucking awesome. The chick ahead of me got stuck in it. And I was like, am I going to get stuck? And they were like, oh no, you're like well enough above the weight limit that you'll be fine. I'm like, alright, you don't need to give me the fucking details, asshole. Just say yes so I can ride the ride.
It would be sufficient enough. One word.
Yeah.
I don't need to think about that while I'm doing this.
Okay, when you said that though, I just thought...
It did make me feel better though. I was like, alright, yeah, I do have way more momentum than that though.
I thought of John Panette. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
His water park bit is my kids' one of their favorites. Free. Oh my god. Okay, sorry.
They have a ride called Black Anaconda. It's their best ride. There's also a ride called the Point of No Return. That's like, it's incredibly steep. It is really scary. I love that place.
So you're a thrill seeker, huh?
Oh yeah.
What other things do you do?
I have a season pass to Six Flags. I go to Six Flags like pretty much every month.
Okay, when? Because we do too.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Santa Clarita.
Dude, okay. I go anytime I can get in a friend for free because no one else will pay. But you and I can go whatever we want. We can go every day all summer long.
Yeah, and we do Hurricane Harbor. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Absolutely. Awesome.
My kids love it because I have a 13-year-old and he thinks he's cool, and then the 8-year-old likes to bug the 13-year-old, so it's amazing.
Cool. I'll go and bug both of them.
There you go. They'd love it.
What's your favorite ride there?
Okay.
Mine's Crazianity.
I don't know if I'd ride that one.
Oh my god, you haven't ridden that one?
No,
Oh my god,
Caleb
it's the best ride. It's the world's largest pendulum ride. I just tell myself it's a swing. It's so scary. Oh my god, I love the ride so much.
Caleb's ridden it. I haven't ridden Goliath yet either.
You haven't ridden Goliath
No.
yet? Oh my god, that's my top 5.
Caleb's
Goliath?
so mad at me.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Goliath X2, that giant drop one, Crazianity, and the dueling coasters, the Twisted Colossus.
Twisted Colossus. That one's
Yeah.
my favorite. Okay, I'm going to flip you over.
If you like that, you would love Goliath. I blacked out on Goliath twice.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip you over.
That means I flipped my body.
No, okay, so we went on, it's all,
The camera's acting.
yeah.
Oh, there's a camera on me? I didn't know there ever was a camera on me.
It's a little
Is
bit
this
more.
like live stream?
No,
Like,
no.
No, God.
No, we don't do that. We go in, we make sure nothing, but nothing happens covers you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went on Twisted Colossus, and my 8-year-old went with me, and he didn't realize how scary it was. So we go, and we're going on the second, because you know how you ride it twice.
Yeah.
So we were going on the second one, and I look over, and Brody is just sobbing, and I'm all, dude, and he's all, it was when he was 7, he's like, I am 7 years old, this is way too scary for me, I am way too young for this ride.
You must have felt like such a bad parent to have your kid be like, this is inappropriate for my age.
It was awful. I'm all, I'm sorry. And then Caleb turned around because he was in the seat in front of us, and he's like, why is Brody crying? And I go, because he's terrified. And Caleb thought that I said Brody's seatbelt broke. So Caleb's afraid that Brody's going to fall out. So it was just the worst. Oh, and then when we went in the barrel roll, my necklace started going over my head. So I had to throw my necklace in my mouth. So I'm clenching my teeth. Going, it's okay, it's almost over, it's almost over.
Is the barrel roll that one that goes just in a circle a ton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah, so I was like, oh.
That one sucks. Yeah, when I rode that one, I was like, this isn't even fun. This isn't fun in any way. It just, like, pushes you against the edge. Yeah, I mean, it was the kind of ride that would have made me, like, laugh my head off when I was a kid, but as an adult, I'm like, this is just uncomfortable.
It's unnecessary.
There's, like, a whole long list of them that I won't ride. Like, I won't ride the ones that smack your head back and forth or, like, on the back of the seat. I don't fuck around with that at all. One and done with that. I'm like, all right, you had your chance. Never riding Riddler's Revenge again. Never riding the Viper again. Never riding the Scream again.
The Viper was my favorite, but I guess the Viper's gonna get an overhaul, they said.
X2 gives you a concussion at the end. Like, I have to ride that ride last because it just, like, slams your head on the back of the seat at the end. But it's, like, just such a good ride that it's honestly worth it.
I've never ridden that one either.
The only times I've left that park without a headache were times when X2 was shut down.
That's funny. I didn't. Okay.
What I like do you do like the Drop of Doom one where it's just like a giant drop?
No.
Oh my god, I love that one. What do you ride?
I don't ride very much.
Literally nothing.
Yeah, I just walk the kids around.
I'm making a great case for going to Six Flags with you.
I know. I was
Unless
like,
your 13-year-old would ride on the scary ones with me.
oh, he would, and he would be ecstatic.
Yeah, I would take him then. But just as long as I have someone to like wait in line with and hang out with.
Yeah, he loves those things. He got so mad at me because I chickened out on Goliath. I was like,
I'd be mad at you too. I went with, oh my god, I'm totally going to use his name. Do you guys know Rob DeRocha?
no.
Well, he's a comic, and I went with him, and he, because I'll just like take any, but I mean, that's not very interesting to say about him, but he like rode crazy, and we went up, and he like looked fine, and we came back down, and he was like pouring sweat. He was like white as a sheet. He looked miserable. And he like was out of commission for the rest of the day. He was like lying in the shade. I was like, I'll be fine in a little bit. I just like sat with him while he lied in the shade for like 20 minutes. We rode, I think, like one more ride after that. Maybe two, but he was like not okay. It doesn't affect like you. It doesn't affect you in like your like 30s the same way that it did when you're 13, 16 years old, 18 years old. It's like a very different experience. You're like, my spine is bad now from that.
Well, see, I was fine, and I would never say no to a roller coaster. And then I had kids, and now I'm like, no.
Really? What about it?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if like I'm afraid to like die. And then
You can't die on roller coasters.
You can?
No, I looked it up, dude. I looked it up. I always look it up. I look up deaths on every ride, and like Magic Mountain, no one has died on any of the rides. A girl did get scalped on a similar ride, but I don't go on that ride anymore ever again because I did my research. The people who have died on the rides or like from the rides are people who, in almost every single case, there are people who worked at the park. And so it'll be like a guy, like, got killed by Tatsu, I think, because he, like, worked at the park and was on the tracks, and the ride went. Like, yeah, that will kill you. I'll never be on the tracks when the ride goes. You know what I mean? Or like the guy who jumped the fence to get his hat. Like, yeah, he died. I won't jump the fence to get my hat. But in terms of, like, deaths, yeah. So as I'm on them, I'm telling myself over and over, like, no one has ever died on this ride. No one has ever died on this ride. Like, Crazy is fucking terrifying. Nobody's ever died on it.
Because it's brand new.
It's a year old.
Not, is it?
Yeah, it was. They put it in last spring, and now it's this spring. It's a year old.
I do the opposite on planes. I'm like, oh, this is the one. This is the one.
Oh.
I, for some reason, think I can do math on planes, and I'm like, no, I've been on this many flights in my entire life, and this is the one that goes down.
No, your drive to the airport is more dangerous than your flight. Your drive to Great America is more dangerous than the ride.
Did you hear about the kid who just died at Hurricane Harbor?
No, but water slides? Water slides will fucking kill you. I have lost my raft in water slides and had my, like, fat boyfriend land on me. My fat boyfriend has almost flown off the side of, like, a water slide. Like, water slides will fucking kill you. Because they also are, like, manned by teenagers, you know?
I also want there to be a reality show called My Fat Boyfriend.
I wish I could make a reality show called My Fat Boyfriend.
Oh. This week on My Fat Boyfriend, we go on a water slide.
I fucking wish I had a fat boyfriend to go on a water slide with.
The entire season is them just trying different water slides.
There's no trying. That was a situation. We went back on it later because it was fun. What are you going to do? And we saw the sign, and there was, like, a weight limit, and we exceeded it by, like, a shitload. It was, like, supposed to be for, like, 2 kids or 1 adult, and we're, like, 2 big adults. And, yeah, we almost died. What are you going to do?
Where'd you live?
Yeah.
Now you're telling us about it.
I was fine. Yeah, if you're an adult, you're supposed to ride by yourself. It could be for 2 kids. Yeah, I was like, man, I really hope I don't break my neck right now.
That's it. Anything you want to plug?
Oh, wow, we're there? Okay.
We're there. We did it.
No.
No.
I mean, you can find me on Instagram at Lara Beitz, LARABEITZ, or Twitter, Facebook, whatever.
All right, Easter.
All right, that was my episode, Lara, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun one. It was a giggly one. Please like, click, subscribe, especially on iTunes. I really, really need that to pump this podcast up a little bit. And you can always email me at joyshappyendings@gmail.com. Have a good week.